Hi guys, how are you? My name is Guzan, and you must be asking yourself now, Guzan, what happened to Max? Well, unfortunately Max won't be able to be with us in the next videos for some health reasons, but until he comes back, I'll be with you, okay? It's a pleasure to meet you, and I hope we get along well. Without further ado, let's get to the video.
Hakai.
Episode 27, The Transcendental Power of Shinken. With the explosion of that spirit bomb, a wave of impact reverberates throughout the universe. However, the energy that reverberates brings with it a feeling of hope, which warms the hearts of all living beings. Filled with that feeling, Goku closes his eyes while smiling, returning to his base form. Man, that was really hard, he admits as he sighs in relief. However, Goku's eyes widen when he feels something. Oh no! From the center of the explosion of light, a being emerges. Surrounded by dark energy, he displays a new appearance, but this time, he emits a glow. What Goku feels is something transcendental, a feeling he knows very well. The one who has just been born is Cumber Shinken. Well, I admit I was truly terrified. It really came very close, Cumber admits. But now, it's you who will feel the real terror! Faced with that figure, Goku simply despairs. Vegeta is still lying on the ground of the planet where he indirectly defeated Iwan. He's very tired because of all the effort he had to make to prevent Iwan's self-destruction from destroying multiple universes. But despite his tiredness, even in base form, he is managing to use the power of the Divine Super Saiyan to heal the wound in his abdomen, which had been pierced by Iwan. But then Vegeta feels what just happened, and he's in shock. What is this? This is Cumber's energy? It cannot be! Vegeta gets up and then teleports. Vegeta arrives at Goku's side with the teleportation. Seeing him, Cumber greets him. Vegeta, I'm glad you decided to join us. Seeing his companion at his side, Goku says, Vegeta, I'm glad you're okay. I was afraid that dealing with all that energy from Iwan would have taken a toll on you. Cut the bullshit, Kakarot. What does that mean? Vegeta asks, referring to Cumber. Cumber says that he has to thank Vegeta for this transformation. At first, Vegeta doesn't get it, but in the next second he understands and tells Goku that Cumber got the Shinken through his energy that was possessing Iwan. Vegeta remembers that just before Iwan exploded, part of Cumber's energy that was possessing him dispersed. He thought that Iwan was repelling and destroying that energy, but it seems that that wasn't what happened. Cumber confirms Vegeta's theory and explains that in fact, Iwan would have completely destroyed all of his evil energy that was possessing him. But before Iwan did that, he caused part of his energy to leave Iwan, and after that, he absorbed this energy back. And at the moment when he would be completely destroyed by the spirit bomb, he managed to achieve the Shinken form, and thus ended up managing to survive. Cumber thanks Vegeta for making Iwan reach this extreme and revealed this power that he never imagined that God had. Vegeta is outraged by this, and returning to his Shinken form, he furiously advances at Cumber, trying to kick him, but Cumber disappears from in front of Vegeta and reappears behind him at such an incredible speed that Vegeta is scared. The Saiyan God moves away, firing a wave of energy at Cumber, but he stops moving when he ends up bumping into Cumber himself, who is already behind him again. Impossible! Vegeta explains in shock at the enemy's impressive speed. With Shinken, it's completely possible. Cumber responds as he lands a punch so absurdly strong that it momentarily deforms Vegeta's abdomen and back. God Vegeta walks away while shrinking his body due to pain. Vegeta! Goku shouts wordly as he also changes into his Shinken form and charges forward. He reaches Cumber with a punch, which the evil Saiyan easily holds with one hand, and immediately responds with a kick from below that hits Goku squarely in the abdomen, and with the same leg, he lands a knee on Goku's chin. Turns Goku around with the hand he's holding and launches him at Vegeta, who is coming again to attack. Cumber's terrifying energy, which was amplified by Shinken's power, reaches every corner of Universe 7. On the planet of the three-eyed race, Tien feels the terrifying energy of the King of Evil Saiyans, reaching the point where his heart beats arrhythmically due to such discomfort that the evil and cruel power causes him. The Shinken power is something that is beyond Tien's understanding, and he cannot feel it as it truly is. But the only thing he knows is that evil is still alive in the universe, and now it is even greater. On Earth, the feeling is similar. Akami's lookout, Krillin, young Master Roshi, and God Yamcha also can't say exactly what happened and what they are feeling, but they are absolutely sure that a huge evil hovers over the universe. In hell, King Kai is completely desperate. He can't believe that Cumber managed to survive even the Spirit Bomb and still surpass himself again. King Yema asks what will happen to them now, and King Kai, showing total hopelessness, says that this time Goku and Vegeta's chances are practically zero. At Zeno's palace, the atmosphere is also worrying. Zeno simply cannot accept what just happened. But Cumber was defeated, wasn't he? That's not fair! Daishinkan remains serious, and this time he's even more worried than he already was. He tells Zeno that at the last moment Cumber managed to save himself, but now things are even more serious than they already were, since the power he is showing now is on a completely different level. Zeno tries to stay positive, saying that at least now Goku and Vegeta are fighting together, so they should be able to win. But Daishinkan says that Cumber's level now far exceeds theirs, and probably not even fighting together will they be able to win. In fact, Daishinkan says that he isn't sure even he could defeat Cumber now. When Zeno hears this, his mouth drops open, and with real terror taking over his heart, the Supreme God shudders. At full speed, Goku attempts infinite attacks against Cumber, attacking with punches and kicks in a sequence that exceeds the speed of light countless times. But despite all of Goku's blows, endowed with extreme precision, skill, and speed, Cumber dodges them all. While dodging Goku's incessant blows, the king of evil Saiyans marvels that Shinken has evolved his abilities to a completely superior level, and that includes his Ultra Instinct. Accumulating a gigantic amount of destruction energy, Vegeta shouts for Goku to move away from Cumber, and when Goku does so, he launches a final Hakai of titanic proportions against the enemy. But the evil Saiyan remains in the same place, and extending one of his hands to the oncoming massive wave of power, he shouts, "Hakai!" and Vegeta's power simply disappears from existence without leaving any trace. Vegeta can't believe this and asks what the hell just happened. Cumber recalls that he possessed all the gods of destruction, which means he also has a very well-developed Hakai. And now, with Shinken, this has been taken to a completely higher level. Goku goes to Vegeta's side and tells him that this is not good, since Cumber even surpassed them both in their greatest specialty, which is the power of destruction and Ultra Instinct. No matter what they do, they simply won't be able to defeat Cumber now, as he is superior to them in absolutely everything. Vegeta says he understands the situation very well, but there's nothing they can do other than keep fighting. Goku tells Vegeta that, in fact, there is something they can do. Vegeta soon understands what he means, and he says he won't do that. Goku tells him that there is no other option and that they need to do this. Vegeta responds by saying that he trained very hard all these years and surpassed his limits countless times just so he wouldn't have to do that ever again. Goku says he understands his frustration and says he didn't want to have to resort to this either, but unfortunately it's necessary. Cumber interrupts their conversation by coming up with a flying kick to Goku's face, and then directs the same leg that hit Goku toward Vegeta's ribs, landing a side kick that the Hakai Saiyan feels a lot. While Vegeta feels a vibrating pain from this attack, Cumber extends his hand to him, preparing an energy attack that would hit his face from close range. But noticing Goku returning to retaliate the flying kick, Cumber gives up attacking Vegeta, disappearing to let Goku hit nothing but the vacuum. He then appears above the two and, with one hand, launches a globe of energy at them. Goku launches a Kamehameha against the globe at the same time as Vegeta launches a Gallic gun. But despite their combined energy, Cumber's globe of power advances against them with ease. Goku and Vegeta need to escape the attack with a teleport, but as soon as they finish the technique, Cumber is already behind them. When they turn around, the God Slayer holds their faces with his hands and makes their heads collide, dizzying them. Goku and Vegeta respond respectively with a punch to the chest and a kick to Cumber's face, but he receives these attacks without any reaction. Watching all this, Daishinkan tells Zeno that even in Shinken form, Goku and Vegeta won't resist many of Cumber's attacks. Turning to the bodyguards, he says that after finishing these two, the palace will definitely be his next destination, and then tells them to get ready. Zeno's guards can't hide their fear.